Welcome to part 3 of our interview with Jim and Denice. We hope you enjoyed part 1 and 2. If you haven't seen them yet, there'll be links in the description below.
So, what would y'all say is your favorite thing about your lifestyle and something that's a challenge for you?
Favorite thing is the people we meet, and both the RV lifestyle and the geocaching. We meet some fantastic people. I think that's my number one favorite thing.
The community.
The community in both areas, you know, they seem to be helpful. The versatility of, you know, if you don't like your neighbor, you can move, or you like your neighbor, you can move.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The challenging part is the space.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
walk like a duck.
he gets
And
injured.
then in class
yeah.
C, I'm moving my foot and I'm banging my foot on stuff. So you have to really watch where you walk. That's another big thing.
Getting on each other's nerves is rare. Sometimes, you know, we've been together enough. I can say, Jimmy, you've used enough of your words today. It's a quiet time. So that's kind of what you have to, you know, you have to be able. Don't be offended. It's my downtime. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Go for a walk.
Well,
and if
or
I
just
could ever
hush
be anything,
up,
I'd be
yeah.
a sewing machine or
a book, or yeah, because he wants undivided, and I have hobbies. So
Yeah.
I play pickleball.
So, what about you? What is your best thing and your challenge?
His challenge was walking through here like a duck.
Like a duck. Yeah. I don't have many challenges. I'm retired. I love it.
What's your best thing about RV life versus staying home?
Being out, seeing different places, meeting different people. A lot of stories, listening to people's story. How did they get to where they're at? Where are they going? Today, I went out to play pickleball. And yesterday, going back, there was some little kids playing pickleball. And I asked them, do you know the rules? And they said, yes, our grandmother taught us. And I said, is she here? And she happened to be here. So I told them, let's play about 8:30. Come on over. We'll teach, we'll play. I walked out there at 8 o'clock and they were waiting. All of the kids, 9 kids.
Yep.
And the grandmother. And we started playing. Some other people from the park came in. Grandma got to play and the grandkids got to watch their grandmother play. And it was a whole cheering squad.
Yes.
All of them were just like, yay, Grandma! You know,
We
it was
have a
just-
video of that.
There was a lot of fun of that.
And they're
that's the
so
kind-
well behaved. I mean, they were great.
They have a really unique life. Their Facebook page and their website is Adventure with a Challenge or for Change. No, it was Adventure for Change. AdventureForChange.com. And they've been kayaking all the waterways in Florida. It's over 1,000-mile waterway system.
The
and
wilderness waterway.
I
Is that
think
what they call it?
Right.
Yeah, the children are doing this.
The children are doing it. They've gone 950 miles already of this whole thing. They're going to be, I think, one of the first groups of children that have done this.
Yes.
So I looked up their website, Adventures for Change, and got to kind of follow on with their life. And that's what it is. You find people here on the back of their rigs, like both of you have. You would have Never Too Late
To RV.
to RV, and that's kind of a buzzword, like vegan, never too late, playing pickleball, you're starting to play pickleball, never too late. It goes on, and it's never
Yep.
too late.
And never too early if you can do it.
That's right.
Right.
Yep.
And there are families out here with their kids, raising their kids together collectively, and
Homeschooling.
yeah, that's
Yep.
wonderful.
Yep. It's good experiences for them.
Sure.
So. And I appreciate you helping me with the pickleball. I've wanted to learn it for a while, but you're a very patient teacher, so I appreciate that.
Oh,
Hey, patient teacher.
I got to get me a paddle.
there you go. You didn't say racket.
I didn't.
Yay.
So, any other tips or anything that what would you say to the people that are going to watch this video?
Kind of know what it is that you want and go for that. You know, you don't have to be like everyone else in their journey. You're going to find that maybe you want to work for a while, and there's a lot of work camper programs available where you can live in your RV and work. If you're retired, you know, have a plan B. That's what I would suggest. You know, you've seen what we've done and what we're seeing, and there's a lot of other couples that aren't 100% out on the road. They have a home base, and it's easier for the families to come see them at the house. And there's sleeping quarters in most cases for people our age. So I just say plan accordingly. Get out of debt. Got to do that.
And do your research in the RV world and decide what, as a family or two singles, your needs are and what is going to best suit you. And then do a lot of research. New is not always better.
Right.
Yeah, they say you don't buy your last RV first.
Right.
Right.
You're always, so start with something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Whatever you can afford,
Sure.
start with something, and then you'll find out what you don't like about that
Right.
and what you like about other people in your discussions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
how you plan your next move.
Sure. And I love walking around just looking at all the RVs.
Mhm.
Well,
That's
and
great.
the other thing is, we decided right from the get-go that we didn't want to slide because we talked to so many people. Everybody that we know that has slides have had problems.
Yes.
So you either, okay, I want to slide, I'm going to know up front that I'm going to have problems and it's going to be an expense
Right.
down the road. So you know that going
Right.
into it, but the
Mhm.
space is more important than the cost of the slide
Yep.
and the benefit, that. But we knew it wasn't important to us. We
Right.
could do it with small.
Well, y'all's rig is big enough in the middle part
Mm-hmm.
that, I mean, there's plenty of room for 4 or 5 people to
Sure.
be in here and be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And, just like when we had dinner the other night. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't crowded at all. We
Right.
had our TV trays and stuff. So the lazy days, I mean, it's wide enough in the middle.
Sure.
It's
Mhm.
much better than like a van or some of the Class Bs that are,
Yeah,
just tiny.
and it's lower profile.
Yes.
That helps in a great
Yeah,
deal
know
too.
the height of your RV.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be.
Know it. It's really important because you're going to see underpasses and you'll see the big marks on top that people haven't paid attention.
And not all of them are marked with the height.
That's right.
Yep.
So
Your
my
eyes
big thing
open.
would be do a lot of research. Know what your needs are. If you've got 9 kids, you're going to need a big RV.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fifth wheel, most likely.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you want to know what your needs are, and then what your hobbies are.
Right.
I mean, if you're never in your RV, you're not going to need a lot.
Right.
So you just kind of know that,
Yeah.
and then
And if you're going to pull with a truck, get the biggest one you can to begin with.
Yeah.
Yep.
yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Get a truck if you're going to have a fifth wheel. That
Yes.
would be number one. Do not buy a
Definitely.
fifth wheel without a truck. But even if you're just going to park it, because it could be problems. So.
Well, once you decide the RV that you're going to get, the trailer, the fifth wheel, whatever
Right.
it is, then you can pick the tow vehicle
Good.
because that way you know that you're
Right.
going to have enough to
Right.
pull it.
Either what you're going to tow with or what you're going to tow.
Tow,
That's
right.
right.
And we did buy the Fiesta that we will tow when we need to tow.
Mhm.
But most of the time I drive behind the Jeep
Yeah,
because it's not towable.
right.
But we know that going out, what we're
Yeah.
doing. So,
Yeah.
we have
and,
two
and you're
options.
okay with that.
Sure.
So
yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
driving the Jeep.
YouTube is a good resource.
Sure.
Yes.
I think people should watch YouTube videos and just see
Oh, yeah.
different channels and different challenges they have. So,
Right.
but anything else?
This RV, we really had very little problems with it. Right
Yeah.
now we have a generator problem. It's making a funny noise. So we'll get that worked on, but we haven't had much problems to
Yep.
speak of with this.
Well,
No leaks, that's the big thing.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Why don't you say that?
we appreciate y'all sitting down with us and being our friends. We just love it.
Versus
So we can
friends, yeah.
see y'all at different parks and stuff, and y'all have really affected our lives in a good way, a good positive way. So I know when he recommended or asked me, do you want to go for a walk? I'm like, whoa, okay,
It's a great
yes.
step.
Yeah.
He's feeling
Yeah.
better.
Yes, feeling
So-
better and wanting to get out. That's
Yeah.
part of like diet change.
Yep.
So do you find you're more sedentary at the house in Tennessee?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got to get out and walk.
Yeah,
I'll play pickleball as much as I can because that's going to be the exercise.
that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Is this pickleball?
And just take, take it as you are. If you're feeling bad, then take care of yourself. Just relax a little bit. But if you've got the gumph to get out and walk, sitting down all the time, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Sitting is the new smoking.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
So
you can always walk and meet a neighbor. You can make it. I have a lot of friends out here. No enemies.
yeah, I know the whole time that we lived in our house, our sticks and bricks, whatever, we knew maybe one neighbor, and now, I mean, when we travel, we know so many more people.
Sure.
Right.
It's phenomenal to me that,
Yeah.
there's just so much more
And we stay in
community.
touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, continuing friendships. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's much nicer.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
It really is.
Thank you.
we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, it's never too late to RV.